Hello everyone, welcome to the Jewelry Making Fun Collab 2021, where a group of us each month make jewelry following a specific color, and then there are two optional challenges. So for the month of April, and I started this collab last year, for the month of April, our color was our choice. We could use whatever we wanted. Yay. But the optional challenges were try a new technique to you and use the oldest item in our stash. Now, I did not use the oldest item in my stash because, first of all, I don't exactly know what it is, but the oldest thing in my inventory for my business is this pendant. This is item 1 in my inventory, and I had bought it from a place called Imagine Deep on Etsy, and I have a bunch of other ones here too, and I never used them. I think I used one. So, and there's some really pretty ones, so I am going to start trying to use them. But I actually had pulled this out to use with the Pretty as a Peacock kit from Softflex last month, and I never got to it. So that is going with my Pretty as a Peacock, because I am going to get to that because that's a peacock feather. So instead of using that, I decided to try a new technique to me, and I've been wanting to do some bead weaving. So I actually pulled out a book and started to go through. Hang on, I'll show it to you. This is the book. It's called Beautiful Designs with Super Duos and Twin Beads by Carolyn Cave. And there's quite a few projects in here. In fact, I really like these colors. But anyway, there's quite a few projects in here. But I thought what I would start with is this 9-patch bracelet, which is basically right angle weave. Now, disclaimer, I have done right angle weave, but I've never done it with super duos or twin beads or anything. This is super duos, which is what I used as well. And I didn't get it finished, guys. I was up till like 3 in the morning and I just couldn't see straight anymore. So I had to stop, and I'll show you how it looks right now. And then next month, when you come back, or maybe before that, I'll show you the finished project. So let me show you where I am with it, because it takes a lot of time for me to do this kind of stuff. So let me show you. And for those of you that sell, I don't know how you ever get your money's worth out from a time perspective. You don't. So here it is. This is where I'm at, and this is the base. So it's 4 rows. It actually is 4 rows. You have to count 2 of these. One of these is a row. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? And then you go back in and you embellish. It's taken me a while because I've been having thread tangles. And yeah, it's because I'm using a really long piece of thread, because I don't like and I had to do it twice. I don't like tying off and adding thread, and you have to do it, but I just don't trust that the knots and things are going to hold, or, you know, whatever. So here's what I'm using. I am using Super Duos, and they were bought from in 2016. They're called Halo Celestial Blue. And this is a 24-gram tube. The directions call for 15 grams of Super Duo. So you can see I have some left, just a few on here, which I'll put away. And then it calls for 11-0s, and it called for 11-0 check seed beads, but I have 11-0 Toho. Well, I have also Mayuki, but I used the Toho. And this color is called, these were from Art Beads back in I don't know when I got them, but anyway, at least like 4 or 5 or 6 years ago. Anyway, these are 11-0 matte pewter is the color. Toho matte pewter. And yeah, there's the bag I started. I had bought 2 bags of 10 grams, I think, and I think it calls for 10 grams, or I can't remember. And let me check. And then it calls for 2.5 millimeter round beads. Yeah, where is it? No, yeah, 47 2.5 millimeter round smooth beads. They used gold plated, but I had the silver plated, and I thought that went with the celestial blue. This color blue is really beautiful. It's like, it's got sort of a matte finish on it, but I don't know if you can tell, it's like a transparent blue, and you know me, I love blue, right? So, but because it had this sort of matte gray finish on it, that's why I went with the matte pewter. And then the clasp is a 3-strand sliding clasp, and I happen to have them because way back when I bought everything I thought I could ever possibly need, and I don't even think these are open, but you can see they are 3-bar clasps, and these were from Shipwreck Beads, and I bought 6 sets of them. It's getting yellowed. It's so you know they're old. Everything I have is, most everything, unless I tell you, oh yeah, that just came from Bargain Bead Box or whatever. This is a bead on it board. I have had it also for years. I like it because the little grooves around the edges catch your beads and they don't go flying everywhere. Although I did tragically lose a couple seed beads to my floor somewhere. Anyway, yeah, that's all I really have. Oh, and these over here. One thing about 2-hole beads, for those of you who haven't used them yet, I really like Super Duos, but these, any kind of 2-hole bead, check the holes, especially if they have had coatings put on them, like this matte finish is some kind of coating. Because these ones here, one of the holes is clogged. And I may be able to get it open, but when I was doing this last night at dark 30, I'll tell you what, that 4th row, I was like, I want to get done. And then I started doing this, and my thread kept getting tangled, and I was like, okay, I need to stop and go sleep. It was around 3 in the morning when I finally decided to get a couple hours of sleep anyway, and I just couldn't get it done. There's no way I could get that done in time to get this video up. So I apologize, but you can see that I'm making progress, and I haven't done bead weaving in a very long time. Maybe when I come back, I'll show you this one specifically next month. But I do have other ones that I've done in years past, and maybe I'll bring them out in different weaves. Spiral. Flat spiral is my favorite because it's fast. I should have just done that, but that wouldn't be a new technique. And I have, like I said, I've done right angle weave, but it's mostly been seed bead and crystals or pearls that I've used for that. And I've done the Cellini spiral, which takes me forever also, so there was no way I was going to try in that. I have not done herringbone or tubular herringbone, so that might be for a future time. But I won't be doing a lot of bead weaving because it takes me a long time, and I think I'm more, especially now that I'm older, I'm more of a instant gratification. I want to do it faster than that. It doesn't have to be totally speedy, but a whole day kind of thing on a project, which is what this technically is for me, because I didn't give it a whole day, and I should have. Is too much for me. Well, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you like the color? I think it's coming out okay. These are a little tricky, getting them in the little squares. Anyway, but it's not that bad. It's not really that hard. It just took me a while to understand the instructions in the book on certain things, like the end thing. There's a tricky little thing you have to do these, but once I got it understood and in my head, then it wasn't so bad. There's another piece in there that I really want to make, but that'll be for a different collab. Alright guys, I'll talk to you soon. Please be sure to check everyone else out down in the links below this video and see what they've made. They probably all have completed projects. So I will talk to you again soon. Bye for now.